everyone, and welcome to Jimmy Draws Art. I'm Jimmy Dragon, and of course this video needs no introduction. We're going to be unboxing Jazza's Pro Sketch Pack. So let's get into this. Alright, we're doing this. Spectrum Noir's Jazza's Pro Sketch Pack. Deluxe Limited Edition here. There has been more extensive unboxings of this particular package, of course, on Jazza's website. So I'll link that up here so you can go check those out. But right now, I'm going to do a quick unboxing. Let's get into this. Okay, here we go. And open. Okay, and open. Okay, couldn't do the big reveal opening with the box because the box was in the way of the camera. But just looking at this, this is a big box. So we got all these things here. The white color pencil, or white pastel pencil. Got the B6 water-soluble pencil. 2B water-soluble pencil. Green pencil, or as they call it, shamrock. Petrol blue. Guess they call it petrol blue because it looks like a blue flame. I don't know. And then we got the red pencil, or orange pencil, or whatever it is, pencil it is, because they call it tangerine, not red or anything like that. That's the big lead pencil. Oh, that's actually very messy. Careful with the lead. That's cool. This box right here looks like you get extra leads. Oh, look at that. They give you a lot of leads. There's actually 6 in here. Of course, they give you the one plastic eraser. And there we go. One kneaded eraser. I like the kneaded erasers myself. So, one pencil sharpener to add to my collection of pencil sharpeners I already have. Box of lead. Go with the mechanical pencil here, which has already got lead in it. Yay! 2 rubbing stubs. Those are cool. 1 water pen. That's kind of cool. 5 Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers. Alright. I do like these markers a lot, so... And of course the colors we get is Ice Gray 2, Ice Gray 5, Brown Gray 2, Brown Gray 5, and True Black. And of course we get the Spectrum Noir Opaque White pen. That's going to be interesting. And these are the more interesting pens I'm looking forward to trying out. The Spectrum Noir Flex Liners. Definitely have an interesting looking tip on those. And of course what I'm looking forward to stocking up on these things here are the Spectrum Noir Art Liners. I've used these from his last box, which includes the nice brush pen that of course Jazza really loves so much. This one is the chisel brush nib. I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And of course you got your typical 0.05, 0.03, and 0.05 multi-liners. So yeah, so those are the ones I'm definitely looking forward to looking at. Alright, so that's everything on the top layer. I'm definitely looking forward to getting underneath here. So let's move this little tray over to the side. And of course we get this very nice package. Wow, this is really nice. I don't know if you can see that, but that pattern, that's really nice. Foamy! Everything to put everything inside of. This is that nice sketch pad that he has shown. Ooh, that feels like nice paper. Nice and smooth. And of course you got the Jazza Pro Sketch Guide. So we're going to definitely get into this. And down at the bottom is his other sketchbook that we get. This paper here in this sketchbook is more of a mixed media type paper. So very nice. Alright, and that's the end of that. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way, get these things all set up into the packaging, and we'll go from there. Well, I got everything in there. Everything is all set up. It's pretty cool actually, so let's go ahead and reopen this back up so you can see everything in its glory in here. Got the 2 sketchbooks on the side. Everything fit inside this little pouch here. Things fit okay into the bands here. In the process of taking out my B2 out of the packaging, the tip fell out. So I guess I got to resharpen that one. Yeah, everything's inside there. Fits very nicely. It really is a very nice traveling package. Well, anyway, I don't know. Let's go ahead and crack it open and draw something with this, shall we? Well, first off, I pulled out the mechanical pencil from the slot I placed it in, and really had a hard time pulling it out of the slot. Maybe I just placed it in the wrong place? Not sure. There is a rubber grip on the pencil that got caught in the fabric of the case. Well, no biggie. I honestly never used a mechanical pencil for drawing. I've always used the hard lead pencils for starting out my drawing or sketches. However, I must say that this pencil is a very nice pencil. It feels nice in my hands. I like the weight of the pencil. It just feels really nice. The lead in the pencil is also very nice too. It feels nice against the paper in this sketchbook. The graphite goes down smooth and just glides across the paper. One thing I have to say now is that I might convert over to a mechanical pencil after this tryout. Plus, you never have to sharpen your pencil. But don't get me wrong, I will still continue to use regular pencils. There are just some things about the regular pencil that the mechanical pencil cannot replace. Just overall, I feel that I really like this pencil, and I think I will continue to use this one in the future. So using the kneaded eraser is like using any other kneaded eraser. It works and it's nice to use, nothing special there. The plastic eraser I used earlier is the same, so nothing special. I have plenty of them in my art drawer. Now on to the part I really wanted to use now is these flex liners. They are an interesting pen to use. You can get a pretty thin line with the fine pen here, and with the medium pen, you can get a pretty bold one too. I really like them and I want to explore these pens even more. Of course, I finish up the pens here with the .05 liner or the fine liner pens included with the set. I really like these pens. I really do think that these are the best fine liner pens I have ever tried. By this time, I feel that it is time to add in a little splash of color by playing with the color pencils included with the set. Once again, I think that they are nice pencils to include with the set. I will use these for construction lining in the future. I also have other pencils for this as well, so I will just include these pencils with those other pencils too. I think these are very nice and I will definitely have fun with these for sure. Now I want to try these water-soluble pencils here. I get to use the pencil sharpener that came with the set because one of the pencil tips got broken somehow. It always happens. What can we say? One of the struggles of being an artist, I guess. Now as far as the actual water-soluble pencils, they are, well, interesting. I do like them. Maybe it's because I really don't know how to really use them. I honestly never worked with a water medium like watercolors before, or these water pencils either. I just find the whole process of this very interesting. I did give them time to dry, and overall, I sort of like how it came out, but in other areas I didn't. So I tried to save it mainly by using the blending stumps that came with the set, and using the kneaded eraser to really bring back out the light areas, and to blend out some of the shading I did in the darker areas. I feel that I did make things a little better, I guess. I don't know. Let's continue on here. The next thing I wanted to try on this sketch drawing that I'm doing here is to try out this thick graphite mechanical pencil here. I wanted to give this drawing maybe a background, so I started to do the whole background with this thick graphite pencil thing here. I know what you're thinking. There's already too much shading going on with this drawing. It's pretty dark already. It's going to get lost. Yes, that is true, but we have this wonderful white paint pen here. I'm going to try and outline this drawing using the paint pen. Sometimes this can make a drawing pop. I sometimes use white ink on my tan paper drawings, so why not try it here with the graphite? So after applying the paint pen, I felt the drawing did pop. I don't know, what do you think here? I think it does. I really like how this drawing came out for the first page of the sketchbook. It is the dreaded first page of the sketchbook, and sometimes it can be a bit daunting, but then it is a sketchbook. It's meant to be messed up, even though this is a nice sketchbook. Anyway, let's place my signature of approval here, and let's finish up this drawing. Hope you like it. I really enjoyed this sketchbook. It was a lot of fun getting into this one. As you can also see too, I also had a lot of fun with the drawing too. Well, it's time to get back into this thing again, and it's time to get into this booklet maybe too, and also dirty up this sketchbook. So let's get into it. Well, I mostly did read through the handout that was included with the box. Honestly, it was mostly review for me. It mainly talks about how to start off with a sketch. Sketches can be anything. It's telling you to basically start off with the skeleton and work your way forward to a finished piece that you can be proud of. I think it's a pretty cool guide, and one I will definitely read more in detail later. Right now I am itching to get into this sketchbook too. The last one, I was right, it was a mixed media sketchbook, and this one is more something called a dry medium sketchbook. Something that will take more with the inks and alcohol markers included with the set. It really is a very nice sketchbook. The leather cover is top notch. At least I think it's leather. It's just really nice, and the texture of the cover feels really premium. The paper is really smooth feeling, and overall, I just love how this is feeling. But the sketching that I am starting off with is not so premium here. What am I sketching here? I say welcome to the sketchbook. I am not really sure what I am going to draw here. Just sketching. And writing. And I misspelled writing, it looks like. Then the stick figures. Yes, when I sketch without a plan, I tend to just randomly draw nonsense. Okay, let's get a little more serious. Honestly, not really too sure what to draw. But then I look to the side and I see a picture of Jazza staring at me. And why not? Let's draw a picture of Jazza for the first drawing of this sketchbook. Okay, so a drawing of Jazza. What would Jazza look like in my style? Well, let's find out. So I'm starting out with a quick pencil sketch with the mechanical pencil that came with the set. Doing the sketch on this smooth paper is really nice. I like using this pencil. When it comes to this, I think I will definitely be using this type of pencil more often. For me, in the way I work, I think this is very nice. Well, I think that this sketch of Jazza is looking pretty good. Definitely looking very chibi looking in my style. I am doing a more loose drawing, I think. Something that is not too serious looking. This is a nice sketchbook after all. Probably don't want to put finished drawings in this book, but I do want some nice drawings here as well. This is a very nice sketchbook. Anyway, let's get to the inks of this drawing. Well, first off, let's take the kneaded eraser and let's lighten the drawing a bit here so I can do the inks. This step is something I like to do so I can have a cleaner drawing to work with. I really do like the inks on this paper. This paper is just super smooth feeling with these pens. Once again, if you follow my channel, I think these are the best ink pens I believe on the market today. I just wish it was a lot easier to get these pens where I live. I do like this chisel nib pen here that I'm using. Of course, I do love this brush pen that is included in this set. I really do think that this is the best brush pen out there. The more I use this one, the better it gets for me. I'm just having so much fun using these pens. I really do love these pens, and with this paper, it's like a chef's kiss. Okay, it's time to finish this off by taking the kneaded eraser again and really clean up those lines. Okay, now it's time to add in the value to this drawing by stepping into the markers finally in this set. I really do like the Spectrum Noir markers. Are they the best? No. I honestly do like other brands better. I really do like Copic markers myself. The Spectrum Noir markers are cheaper for me to buy, I think. However, when you add in the exchange rate and shipping, they are pretty much the same price for me. Again, I do like them, and I will use them. They work nicely with this paper here. These markers do blend nicely together here. Overall, I think these markers are great markers. And if you can get them locally at a great price, do get them. I think you will be very happy with them. Spectrum Noir, if you can make these markers even more available in Canada, that would be great. Okay, so it's time to add in another background. And this time, I decided to take one of the darker brown markers and added that in the background. Once again, I decided to give the white paint pen in the set another try too. I do like this paint pen. It did for some reason stop flowing on me. Most paint pens do that with me. I don't have much practice with paint pens. I really like to take the actual paint and a brush and do the white outline that way. Yes, using the paint pens are more convenient than a paintbrush. However, I don't have to worry about the paint clogging up on me when you shake the pen. I don't get paint splatter if you shake too hard. Like what happened to me with this drawing. Thankfully, it was an easy cleanup. Well, it's time to give this drawing my signature of approval, and let's wrap up this drawing. Well, that was a fun sketchbook spread. You even got the funny drawings on this side, and of course we got Jazza on this side. Hey Jazza, if you're watching this video, I hope you liked the drawing. I think it was a blast using this Pro Sketch Pack. Yeah, everything in this set, in my opinion, is just right. I really enjoy everything that's in here. The case is a beautiful case. So Jazza, again, if you're watching, thank you for this. This is a beautiful set. I really do love it when Jazza gets together with Spectrum Noir. They really do make good products. I really do like Spectrum Noir. I just wish sometimes it was a little easier for me to get access to it. Being up here in Canada, a lot of my ordering happens through US. So when I get the exchange rate and shipping charges for everything, it's usually pretty expensive to get the stuff for me. I do love Spectrum Noir, and I do love those ink pens. I do love the set. It is a great set. So thank you, Jazza, for making this. Thank you, Spectrum Noir, for bringing it out with Jazza. Thank you very much for watching. If you have gotten this far, please give this video a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content from me in the future. With that, I thank you much for watching, and we shall see you with the next video. Thanks, and bye-bye.